When people look at me, they see the African portion of me, but they don't see the others. So they prejudge based on my last name that I'm married to a Chinese person. No, I'm Chinese. My first name is Sophia, my last name is Chue, C-H-U-E. I wear many hats. I work as an office manager for process control and instrumentation, which is an engineering firm in Detroit. I'm also the executive director of the Caribbean Community Service Center. I serve as co-chair for the City of Detroit Immigration Taskforce. So I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, and I lived in Raytown, which is one of the poorer areas for the first 16 years of my life. So in Jamaica, the Asian population is just a part of who we are. Our motto is out of many, one people, and when you think of the words, that's truly what we are. So I'll go to school with other Chinese, some that look like me because they're blended, and others that look totally Chinese, but we're all considered the same. There's no differentiation, right? I was told my grandfather was from China, is from China, and I think there were two brothers that came from China to the West for work. He married a black woman and had my father, and then my father had me with a woman that's multicultural like I am. We were not raised Asian per se, we were raised Jamaican, which is a mixture of everything, a plethora of everything, a plethora of different kinds of foods. I remember my dad used to cook and he'd eat out of little bowls with a chopstick, and it was the funniest thing. But he's Jamaican, right? He'll never say he's Chinese, he said he's Jamaican. So it's the funniest thing. Caribbean people know I'm Asian because that's what we're used to, right? But Americans or non-Caribbean people, I would say, always have the identifier because of my last name. They call me Mrs. Chue because they don't think I'm Asian. But I have to correct them, of course. I said, my dad would be very upset for you to call me Mrs. Chue. He worked so hard to give me my last name, you know? So I identify myself as multicultural. So when I check the boxes, I check other, and then sometimes I'm tempted to put all the others. Remember that love overcomes everything. Do not judge somebody, because I know there was an incident this past summer where somebody made a comment about one of our elected officials not being, why would brown-skinned people vote for this Asian politician? Because she doesn't understand, or whatever their particular reason was for coming out and blasting those kinds of rhetoric. You've got to stop it, because you don't know who's Asian, you don't know people's background. So for you to judge somebody and be negative about it based on what you think is so unnecessary. Love overcomes everything. Have a conversation with somebody. Get to know somebody before you judge them. I'm Asian. I claim it, not only because of my name, but it's a part of my genetics. My dad is Asian. My grandfather is Asian. So, you know, don't judge.